Hi fans of high quality entertainment. I just slipped, I apologize. And Patreons too, because this is 2 videos in one. And I was just going to say that when I do that, I can just imagine, you know, that's what I think of. I think of a new viewer coming to this channel and see me do that. First thing they see on the channel, it's like, that guy's weird. So, I'm going to be listening to my second Björk album, her second album, Post. I listened to her debut album, which was called Debut, and it's posted on Patreon and on YouTube, my review for it. And the only thing is, I screwed up with that video, and on Patreon I was doing a little mini song review after each song, but I just deleted the video by accident. But I won't this time. So join Patreon and you can listen to the album along with me, and in between each song I give a little mini review. But on YouTube I'm going to, you know, at the end of listening to this, I'll give a full review for YouTube too. So here we go. And I really enjoyed Debut, but I've heard that Post is even better. I'll be the judge of that. So there's 11 songs. Army of Me, Hyper Ballad, The Modern Things, It's Oh So Quiet. And I remember, I think that's the video where she's going towards the camera. I forget it, but it was a really cool video and I really enjoyed the song too. So I kind of know that song a bit. And then Enjoy, You've Been Flirting Again. That's right. Isobel, Possibly Maybe. Couldn't make up her mind on that one. I Miss You, Cover Me, and Headphones. Huh. So here we go. Army of Me. To start, the album Post by Björk from 1995. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was a impressive start, and I'll do this review for the first song, Army of Me, for both YouTube and Patreon, and then if you want to check out the other little mini reviews for each song, join Patreon. I love the bass in that. That was awesome. And when I'm listening to the song, I was kind of like her male counterpart in music. Just that came up was Peter Gabriel, his solo career. I don't really like comparing artists for the most part, but it's just, that's what came into my mind. It's like, this is like a female Peter Gabriel, if that makes any sense to anybody. And back in the day, I knew of her, and like I said, I did hear a couple of songs, music, see a couple of music videos, but I just thought she was, not that I didn't like weird, I mean, I'm a fan of Sparks, but it's just I thought she was a bit too over the top in the weirdness department or whatever, and looking back, she wasn't that weird at all. And her music definitely is not weird, it's just damn good. So yeah, it's a very impressive start to the album. I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna like it as much as Debut though. Maybe I'll be wrong, hopefully, because Debut was just really impressive. Next up is Hyper Ballad. And we are done. So this review part is for YouTube and for Patreon. The thing is, for a first listen, I enjoyed Debut more than Post. But that being said, you have to remember this is my first listen to Post. And as I was saying when I was doing little mini reviews for each song, it's the kind of album that you need to listen to it more than once to fully take it in. And I was saying that she reminds me of a male Peter Gabriel for his solo career in some ways. And she also reminds me of one of my favorite Canadian female artists, Jane Siberry. And this album, The Walking, it's really, out there. So if you enjoy Björk, I think you would really like Jane Siberry too, especially this album, The Walking, which it takes a few listens to fully take everything in. And then you get used to it, and it's like, that's really not as weird as I thought it was. But once again, her vocals were superb, production, the music. I found it a bit more chilled than the first album. So my favorite songs on first listen were Hyper Ballad, It's Oh So Quiet, which is, of course, I had heard before and seen the video years ago. Enjoy, Isobel, and I Miss You. But then, even the final song, Headphones, that's the kind of song I think on further listens I'm going to enjoy it more and more. So, yeah, for a first listen, I mean, she's an original talent. She's amazing. But for a first listen rating, I would give it I can't give it less than I was going to go for a B+, but it's better than a B+. I think I gave Debut an A-, and I think that's what I'll do with Post. It's just that between the two albums, like I said, on first listen I enjoyed Debut just a tad more. But there are just certain songs on this that, and her vocals, of course, were excellent. So yeah. And that's about it. I would love your thoughts in the comments section below on Post. And in case I forget to include it, because I was going to plan on posting a couple of little mini song reviews on YouTube too. I would love to know from Björk fans, how did she do with the rest of her career? These are just her first two albums. Did she disappoint with albums, or did she stay even with everything? And that's just something I would like to know. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And check out my Patreon if you are not a member. Bye.